nuts. That was nuts.
So, but I know we got a little bit of time, so we can get through this. But your boy is on the extension, Luka Doncic. I don't have the exact numbers. I don't know if you got the
I
numbers.
think it's like 3 years, 165.
Woo, 3 years though. You're like, hello, we're going 1, 2,
He's
3
he
with a
trying to
player option on the last one.
right. He's trying to position himself to sign a crazy extension
Of
in
course.
that last year. Yeah, yeah.
And you know, you can get Braun out of there too. But anyway, so look, Luka
Yep,
Doncic,
3 years, 165.
3 year, 165 million extension, and also there are a lot of talks about how lean the guy is. The guy is, he doing his thing. I mean, the man is small now. That's what they call him skinny Luka. And I think I got a picture of him. I got you right here, AJ. Got you got a little. We're gonna show everybody. That's who he was before,
Yeah.
and that's how he look now. So the man looks swole, and like he had a couple of burgers or something in the left, and now the man looks slim. You can actually see like the tone in his body in the second picture.
Facts.
All right. So AJ, what are your expectations for Luka Doncic this year?
Listen, Luka Doncic is when he's at his best, you could, in my opinion, when he's at his best, you could still make the argument he's the best player in the league. At his best. Now, I'm not going to say that after what SGA just did, because SGA did it on both sides. He just won a championship. SGA is cemented. But I think that, I mean, Luka's right there. Obviously, Jokic is in that conversation, but then I watched Jokic in the playoffs this past year. He was horrible defensively. It's like Luka's bad, and Jokic like right there, bro. He was terrible.
Right
He was
there.
terrible. He was
Right
awful defensively. I'm like, why don't we ever talk about this? It's because Jokic keeps himself in better shape. It looks as if he's a better leader, and he's won a championship, got multiple MVPs. That's really the difference. But when you watch them play,
It's a big difference.
Jokic just, I mean, oh my gosh, Jokic just almost as bad as Jokic as Luka is defensively. It just is what it
Yeah.
is. But I say what I like to say, Luka has been disrespected from the time he was traded all the way up and through this offseason. I've noticed though that those talks have kind of simmered down now that he's gotten in shape. I see a hungry Luka. I see a
Mhm.
determined Luka. I see a Luka. We talk about expectations. I see a Luka that I expect to be the MVP of the NBA next year.
Hmm.
That is what I expect. Now, a lot comes with that, right? Obviously, to be MVP, you got to win a lot of games, right? You got to have those numbers. You got to have those stats. We got Bron coming back, right? You got Austin Reeves coming back. You got Rui coming back. You got a lot of the same guys coming back. DeAndre Ayton, I'm happy about the move because he is a big body in the paint. I'm not expecting a ton from him. Just go grab some rebounds. That's really all we need. Grab some rebounds and be a lob threat at the rim. I really love the addition of Marcus Smart. I know he's older and injury prone, but he's a defensive guy that can really help out. Sometimes play him along the same side or along with Luka to help with some of the defensive assignments that Luka, again, we know what he is defensively. So bring in a guy that's a defensive ace that can help out defensively to help with Luka from time to time. I expect him to be more engaged on the defensive side of the ball.
Hmm.
I think it's gotten to the point with him where he knows you in LA. You walk into I still call it Staples. I don't care what nobody say. I still call it Staples. You walk in the Staples Center and you look up at them Raptors, and I heard them say, I want to be a guy that brings multiple championships here. I look at the Raptors and I see all of these jerseys in the Raptors from the Kobe's, the Shaqs, the Kareems, the Magics, the Worthies, the Elgin Baylors, all these guys in the Raptors, and I want my name up there as well. In order to do that, bro, you got to step it up defensively. You got to be more efficient offensively. And I think that, like I said, the disrespect, the way he was traded, the way the Mavs they kind of messed up his money quite a bit with
Yeah.
that trade. They really messed up his bag. I think we get angry Luka. And I
Hmm.
can, as a Laker fan, I could not be more excited to see what we get from Luka this season. I think he's finally comfortable. When we came to LA, he was a little uncomfortable. New city, new team. Do I defer to LeBron? Do I not? Now the Lakers have told him, this is your team. This is you. It's all about you. We are building around you. They kind of been kind of shoving Brian out the door, like, all right, whenever you ready, get up out of here. So that's even more of a sign, like, bro, this is all about you. Just like it was in Dallas, we're gonna build this thing around you. I expect him to have an MVP caliber season. As long as guys stay healthy, I expect the Lakers to be one of the top seeds in the West. I do. I expect us to be one of the top seeds in the Western Conference, so long as everybody's healthy. And again, I know LeBron's on his way out the door, but if Bron can stay healthy, man, like I still give us a shot. If Luka's
Mhm.
at that level and Bron is playing how he's supposed to play, and he's able to kind of sustain himself and kind of take games off and really load minutes throughout the season so that he's fresh come playoff time, and we can click on all cylinders. Now all the chemistry is there. You know, you got a full season now with Luka, a full off season now with Luka. I say the sky's the limit for what the team can accomplish. But like I said, Luka, I'm expecting an MVP season.
Yeah, I'm with you. Luka Doncic at his best, arguably the best player in the league. I'm with you on that too. And I was trying to tell Vaughn and them in the chat. Y'all talking about Luka, Jokic the same way. I was putting up clips and everything. They ain't trying to listen to me, but
Man.
another story. But one thing I like about Luka Doncic is that he raises his game in the playoffs. This is in the regular season, which is fantastic, and he takes it to a different level in the playoffs. Look, in 2020, right, in 1920, he averaged 28, 9, and 8 in the regular season. In the playoffs, 31, 9, and 8. The next year, 27, 8, and 8 in the regular season. In the playoffs, 35, 10, and 8. That's crazy. All
Mm.
right. 28, 9, and 8 in the regular season. In the playoffs, 31, 9, and 9, got to the Western Conference Finals. And then this is the only time he took it back. He dialed it back because he had Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
He averaged 33, 9 and 9 in the regular season. Led
That's
the league in
dialing it
scoring.
back. That's dialing it
Yeah,
back.
exactly. That's the highest points per game for anybody that averaged nine assists, 9 rebounds. That's the highest points per game. 33, 9 and 9. They were the third seed, and then he dialed it back to 28, 9 and 8. But also it dialed it back because he was playing with an injury. People forget
Mm-hmm.
about that. He was hurt the whole playoffs when he
Yep.
went to the NBA Finals. Even last year he was dealing with an injury. But last year he averaged 28, 8 and 7, 35 and 7 in the playoffs, and that 5 is the reason why they lost. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota did a good job eliminating his assists, and that's where he's most dangerous when those assists are high. So like you said, we got a motivated Luka. So obviously Luka wasn't in the best shape. I do think the year they went to the finals, he put a better effort in on the defense side of the ball, and he dialed it back last year. Last year he did not put a lot of effort on the defense side of the ball when he got traded to the Lakers. Even before that, but this is a motivated guy. They talked about him on the Good Morning Show about his weight. He said for the first time in his life, he took a break from basketball for a month. First time he did that in his life, just to clear his mind and get his body right. So I'm excited to see what he's gonna look like. I think JJ Redick is. I think he's a smart coach. Obviously he's gonna have his learning curves just being a coach. We saw what happened last year. I think he'll be better from last year, having the whole season, off season with Luka. And like you said, even if LeBron is low managing throughout the whole season, I still think the Lakers can win a lot of games because you got Luka Doncic and you got him a big. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. Obviously, I'm not a Laker fan,
Mm-hmm.
but I do like Luka. I like Luka. I want to see Luka. I like Luka. He's a dog. I love dogs. You know what I mean? So I think Luka will have an MVP type season. The reason why I don't want to tag him in that, cause he's one of those guys that you just throw it on him because it's how play here. Every year, Luka's gonna win. Luka's gonna win.
Right.
And then,
Right. Right. And
but
if you
the
don't,
thing that was stopping him though, like you said, is winning. If
mm-hmm.
he gets a 1 or 2 seed, he's automatically gonna win MVP in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said, message for LeBron. Listen, bro, I know you watching. You know what I'm saying? What else you got to do but to watch JJ and AJ on Unfazed?
There
You
it
know what I'm
is.
saying? So hear me out, man. I know we pushing you out the door. Rightfully so, bro. We got Luca now. It just is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to be understanding of that. If we had a young LeBron, we probably push Luca out the door. That's just what it is, okay? You know how it goes. But if you could just lock in and understand that on your farewell tour, because I'm assuming this is gonna be his last year. I'm gonna make that assumption. I don't think he's signing with anybody yet. I think he wants to remain in LA. I just don't see him going nowhere else next year. So on this last ride, bro, we can send you off like Ray Lewis. You know what I'm saying? We can send you off like BG, man. You know what I mean? We just need you to lock in, bro. That's it. If you could be LeBron for one more year, be healthy, low manage, There's no way he don't look at this team and say, "Hey, with a big now DeAndre Ayton, if I play a high level basketball, and if Luka come back in shape, ready, defending things of that nature, we still got the pieces that we have. I like JJ, even though he can be a lot sometimes with his decision making. And I really didn't rear his ugly head into that playoff series. I thought he did an amazing job all year long. Into that playoff series, it's like, shout out to Von. I guess he was right. He said the coaches, they're going to go through lumps and stuff like that. You said the same thing. They're going to go through lumps and they're going to make some bad decisions. But hopefully he has learned from this. We still got Hayes on the roster. I wonder if he's going to get some playing time in the playoffs. But nevertheless, I think it's some pieces there if Luka is Luka.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can beat Bron, right, one last time, and I don't mean go out there average 30 a game, but if you can give us 23, 7, and 8, you know what I mean? And get in the playoffs and give us like 24, 7, and 9 or something like that, and it's efficient, I'm not ruling nothing out. I'm not ruling nothing out. I'm truly not ruling nothing out. What'd you say?
23, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. I think that's enough. If
I
Luka's
mean, because Luka is gonna be
and play some all ball defense. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
Luka is gonna be Luka. We're not gonna have you in the paint as much dealing with the biz because we got DeAndre Ayton for that now. And I'm not saying DeAndre Ayton is the ultimate fixer because I know he has his flaws, a ton of them. But against the Wolves, we just needed a body, bro. We just needed a body. Got Rudy Gobert going for 27 and 25, bro. We just needed a body. That's all we needed. I'm not gonna say we're gonna go out here and knock out OKC because OKC is a tank and they are young and they are quick and they are physical. So that'll be a lot. But like, if that, I almost wish, even though we pushing LeBron out the door, I almost wish that we would have found, and I know it would have been impossible, but if we could have brought them together a little sooner, while Bron still had a little bit more juice left in how he's had these last few years, I still believe in that duo if they locked in. I do.
yeah.
So I was looking at some highlights the other day. I'm like, man, but this look like a great duo though. They just got a lot. Luka almost had a flu game in the playoffs. Like, come on, y'all. Like, what we doing out here, man? Like, oh my goodness. But yeah, message to LeBron. Just lock in, bro. And bro, everything is like, bro, let it flow. Let it flow, man. You know what I'm saying? You never know what can be accomplished this year. You just never know.
And what's crazy? I know we got to end it. What's crazy about